Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. 60andMe is a community of women who are over 60, aging beautifully, and still love makeup and beauty products. I write articles and record videos on so many topics related to that transition into your 60s and 70s and older. Topics like, travel, relationships, retirement, downsizing, all kinds of things. But every now and again, I like to do makeup tutorials on products that I think will be of value and interest to older women. Now, this particular product, I've been kind of holding on to it for a little while because it's one that I have tried a few times, but it's got a good recommendation from Wayne Goss, who is an amazing makeup artist who loves to do makeup products for all ages. And he is very particular about emphasizing that older women have different skincare needs, but his products that he recommends are suitable. And RCMA is a product line that he talked about some years ago. I tried the cream foundation and I liked it. I used to mix it with a moisturizer, however, it was a little bit heavy, but they've come out with this new foundation, which is a liquid foundation, RCMA, and it stands for the the Research Council of Makeup Artists Incorporated. So it's a product that makeup artists use, and they're very well known for their multiple palettes of different tones and shades that come in, 24 pan palettes of makeup, and makeup artists love this product. But this liquid foundation also comes in a very wide array of colors, and so it's perfect for almost any skin color and type. But this one I got based on his recommendation was P310. And when you go on the website, you'll see how the colors are organized by cool and warm, neutral, and this one, it works for me. I probably could have gone for a slightly more neutral color, but I had previously purchased a shade based on Wayne Goss's recommendation on the cream foundation, which was great. This turned out to be a little bit peach, the P310, but it works beautifully and I want to share it with you. I love the packaging. I think it's just beautiful, and I've tried it a few times and want to share. I'm going to use other products that are my favorites. I just wanted to really highlight the foundation more than anything today, though. So I started with some skincare. I use a serum called Growing Younger Gracefully. I've used this for years, and it's my favorite skincare primer. I am going to, however, on top of that, use the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. This is a nice primer. It's very unique, getting lots and lots of positive feedback from people, but it's like it looks like a silicone-based primer. I'm going to put on I've used quite a bit of it actually. It's clear, cooling when you put it on, and if you've got any kinds of, pores, or you want to just get a nice primer to start with, this is a nice one, I would think. So I'm using this to get going. Feels really nice. It has got a very cooling sense to it, so it's good. And I like it with these liquid foundations. Now, I'm going to use a brush. I wanted to share these brushes with you. I think I've mentioned them before. Oops, it's Do You Care? They are on Amazon and super good price. They're double-sided. This one I use as a foundation and concealer or contour. This could be a blush. I use this for bronzing or blush. And then I also ordered a small eye shadow set as well. Kind of a fluffy brush on one end and then more of a blender on the other. And I'm going to use a combination of powder and cream products today. So I'm going to use all these brushes. I'll put the link below because I think they're very good quality for the price. And let's get started. Let's get started with the foundation. Okay, so I'm going to dot it on my face. It's got a nice pump. You'll find it's quite runny, so it's not, a thick foundation like the cream that you might be used to with RCMA. I'm going to dab a bit on my forehead, and I'll immediately go to my fingers. It's just my classic thing, but I will use the brush today, and I'm going to use this foundation brush, and I'm going to just pat it on and not kind of sweep it on. And you notice I didn't put very much on. That was literally a pump, but I'm going to do one side of my face and then show you. I just realized I don't have my mirror with me, but we're going to do the best we can today. It's a very, very smooth and easy foundation to apply. And I'm going to just put a bit on my eyes as well. Okay. Now I'm going to stop for a second and show you the difference. Bring it down on my neck. Okay, there. Can you see this side? As opposed to this side. I'll pull my hair back. I think it's very, very beautiful. I've got plenty of wrinkles. I've got aging skin, of course, like everybody in this category. And I just think it's a beautiful foundation for mature skin. Okay, so let's finish this up. And what I can say about it is you don't need a lot. You don't need to pull at it. You don't need to drag it. You just need to gently sort of dot it in. And it goes into those lines, but it doesn't hold them. You see, it's not like, it's not gripping in my fine lines, my beautiful fine lines. It's just simply covering some of the age spots and just smoothing and refining the skin. I just love this particular foundation. I think it's amazing. And I'm going to then do the forehead. And okay, so there. Now that is just one, as you saw, that was literally one pump. Now I might just to go over a little bit to show you how it builds, I'll put a few more dots on my skin. I tend to not go close to this line. I don't need any more foundation there. Some of the age spots, for example, are like right here and here. So I'll just put a teeny bit more and blend. It honestly, it just blends and builds beautifully. I can't tell you. And it's not a lightweight tinted moisturizer. And I know I talked about that before, and I talked about how great they are for older skin. But if you're looking for something that gives you a teeny bit more coverage and stays on all day, I think this is a great, great option. Okay, let me just finish the forehead again. I think it's a beautiful foundation. I think the price is around $30, maybe $32. And one thing that's very cool, I noticed on the website, is they have tester sizes now, little minis for I think $4 or $5. So you can easily check. I wish I had my mirror here with me, but I think I can see that it's okay looking in my phone. Okay, so that is the foundation. What do you think? I think it's beautiful. I really, truly do. I'm going to use an RCMA blush as well, which, Wayne Goss always says just dab lipstick on your cheeks. That's like the best way to do it. And I may do that later on when I put my lipstick on. But right now, I wanted to show you the palette from RCMA that I purchased this, I think, 5 years ago. So it probably is out of date, but you can see it's got all these wonderful blush colors from a kind of a terracotta, peach, pink, and then the lighter colors. And you can put these on your cheeks or on your eyes. And I'm going to use that palette because I think it's an RCMA product that has not really gone out of style or out of favor with me. I use it all the time. I did actually find a mirror, which I'm going to just check with my makeup with Mario, which I'm going to use on my eyes. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah. It's a funny thing with this foundation. I felt like I should look because a lot of times it'll be streaky or you just need to cover up. But I just think that with very little effort and application, it looked good. So that's the, yeah, okay, perfect. I've got my mirror by my side now. So blush I'm going to use from this RCMA little palette. I think this was around $30, and I know they still sell it. I'm going to choose this middle shade here, which is a pink shade. And I will it's beautiful texture. Seriously, their products are remarkable. And I'm just going to put a little dab on each side and blend it with my blush brush, which this Do You Care brush. They're great. They really are, truly. And you can see how beautiful that goes on. You don't even need to pull hard at all. It's just a gorgeous pink color. I often use the coral color in this palette too, this one here. It's very, very pretty. Okay, so that's the blush. Now I was going to use some bronzer, but to be honest with you, I think I'm just going to keep this really, really simple and focus on the foundation, some blush, and I'll do my eyes, and then we'll just stop there. But I just mostly wanted to share the foundation with you. I'm going to put a little bit of eyeshadow on, cream eyeshadow, but I'll put a base on with this, it's called Makeup Eye Prep and Set, and 2 colors of concealer and a beautiful powder. But I'm just going to literally dab the 2 colors together and put that on as a base on my eyelids. And then I'll put some cream eyeshadow on. I think I mean, you can put the RCMA, maybe I'll dab out a little bit of that on in a minute too, but I just think this is perfect. Eye Prep and Set, Makeup by Mario. I know he's got a new eyebrow product, but I'm going to use just my normal, I say normal, it's the one I've used over years and years, is this Maybelline Tattoo Brow. I have fading eyebrows, as we've talked about before, but I tend to find this, if I wipe the excess off, because it can get a bit, it's a biggish brush. It's not a tiny, tiny eyebrow brush. I'm going to just pop that on my eyebrows and give them a bit of texture. They've got little, it's got little speckles in it, and also it gives you some nice color, but not too much. Okay, so I'm just filling in the empty spaces on my eyebrow and pulling it across a little bit to the end. Fortunately, the reason I actually do like this so much is it is my color. It is the color of my eyebrows, and you can see what a difference that makes. And I'll do the other side. This is actually blonde. This is the color blonde. It is the lightest in their range, but it's not light. So be aware of that if you go to get this particular product. It's Maybelline Tattoo Brow in blonde, but it's, to me, a little light brown, but I think it goes well with my hair color and the rest of my complexion. So that's my eyebrows and the base for eyeshadows. I'm going to use RMS cream eyeshadows. Now RMS is another brand like RCMA that has focused on healthy, vegan, cruelty-free products. And this particular, there's two different shades I'm going to use. One is called Myth, which is kind of a taupey, a brown color. I've used this a lot actually. I really, really like it. And I'm going to apply it just with my fingers. And I don't pull too far up under my eyes anymore. I just more focus on the lid. But I'm going to use a brush in a second to kind of blend this out. But I'm putting this Myth, which is a nice taupey color, as a base. Okay, so, and I think with the RCMA blush, it's a really nice combination. And RMS does a really nice range of these. They call them, I think they call them inks, but I'll leave the links below, but they're very, very beautiful. The second one is a pinky color, and it's called, what's it called? Embrace. I think it's called Embrace. I have to get these names. I need my binoculars. I'll leave the color below. Very beautiful pale pink, which I think goes with the blush nicely. And that one I'm going to apply with my brush. Where's my little brush? This one here, at the end, that's more like a shading brush. And I'm going to just kind of blend those two together. The nice thing about this particular size of brush is it just it lets you grab the crease in your eye without, going up too far above it. I found with my hooded eyes that, after a couple of hours, anything that's on my lid is also going to be on my eye, the top of my eyes as well. So I kind of have to be careful of that. Now, what I'm going to do is use that powder from the Mario palette, the Eye Prep and Set, and I'm going to use a little bit of that just above this cream eyeshadow. And the reason I'm doing that, this is the powder here. The reason I'm doing that is because, as I said, even a cream that's like RMS, which is a very nice quality one, it kind of tends to to crease and spread. So I'm just going to put that on the top, not really, blocking out the eyeshadow at all, the cream eyeshadow, but just giving it a bit of firmness to it. Okay, now I'm going to do one more thing because I just want to be just different today. I'm going to take a powder eyeshadow, which is my Toasted Urban Decay, and I'm just going to touch this with my finger on top of the cream product, because I just feel like I want a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of substance on my eyelids today. So I'm going to just press that in gently on the sort of front and center of the eye. And having this cream RMS product underneath holds it in place, and I just love that color. I just love that. I've got two backups of Toasted because it's been discontinued, but I will put this just gently on my eye. And that combination of cream and powder, I think just looks beautiful. And the RCMA blush is enough, and I could probably dab a little bit on the edges of the eye, but I think I'm just going to leave it as it is there. I'm going to use a liner, which I don't do too often, but it's actually, what is it called? It's a Korean brand. I'll put the details below. I think it's called Dinky. It's a very unusual name, but I'm going to put this along the rim of my eyes, just to give it a little bit more depth. I don't always do liners, but today I just felt like I would do that. And this is a particularly beautiful brush. It's very thin and fine, and you hardly have to touch your eye with it. You just can literally move it along, and it gives you a beautiful, beautiful eyeliner. I can just grab it above my lashes. There we go. And that's all I do. Just a tiny bit like that. It doesn't need very much. You probably can't see it even, but for me, I know it's there, and it gives my eyes just a little bit of definition. So that's the eyeliner. Mascara, I'm going to use the Essence, the Greenest Essence Princess. I think it's Full Slash Effect. I was going to use one of my Lash Paradise or one of my other expensive mascaras, but to be honest with you, I love this mascara. I use it all the time. It's got just the perfect size brush for me for doing kind of what's a new technique for me. Well, it's not new to you, I'm sure, but it's that idea of looking down while you're applying your eye mascara. And instead of looking like this and just doing your eyes, you look down. And I know this looks a little bit odd as I'm doing it, but I'm going to look into my mirror, or down to my eyes, I should say, like this. Don't look up, just look down. Okay. Can you see the difference? And I have found, I mean, Ariane Poole was the first person to tell me about this technique years ago, and then I completely forgot about it. But you have to just concentrate for a sec. You just have to look down. If you have challenges with doing this, don't worry, just apply it normally. But for me, if I can just hold my hand steady, I just get a much deeper effect on the mascara. So I'm going to just quickly. The thing I love about this mascara is that it doesn't clump at all. You can just apply like another coat like this and just get a wonderful effect. Okay, I think that's enough. All right, so that's eyes. I think I have done everything here that I wanted to do. The most important thing, in my opinion, for this video was to show you the foundation, and I hope you like it. The RCMA product is just, for me, a go-to. It's in my top 5 now. I will keep this close and use it in lots of situations. As we're coming into the autumn months, I think we kind of like a little bit firmer foundation. So for me, this is a perfect one. If you have any questions, or if you've used the RCMA liquid foundation, which is what I've shown you today, please share. I haven't seen a lot of videos on this product. I haven't seen a lot of people reviewing it. So please let me know whether you've used it and whether you love it, what your experience has been. In terms of lips, I'm going to just finish with, well, I've got 2 products. One that I haven't used in a long time, which is a gorgeous product. I don't know why I've just held back, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. It's in their Love Trap range, and it's called, Lip Cheat range, and it's called Love Trap. That's the name of this particular lip liner. They are gorgeous. I'm always looking for, duplicates and affordable drugstore products. But I just found this today and I thought, it is a nice color and it's going to go beautifully with pink. So I'll just line my lips. They last a long time. It's a beautiful brown color, but not too dark. Okay, this side. Okay. I just fill in the lips. Okay. That actually is really nice when you're having to wear a mask these days, where you could put on a nice liner like this and just have that be your base. Then you've always got a bit of color on your lips. But I'm going to put something on top, which is one of my very favorite lipstick brands. That's Milani. I know there's so many fabulous lipsticks out there, but this line, I don't even know what it's called. It doesn't have a particular name. It's number 11, but I don't know which within the Milani brand. I'll leave the link to this particular color. It's a pink. I think it's got a name. It's something like what is it called? Fruit Punch. It's Fruit Punch, and I'm going to apply that. I just felt like a pink day today, so I'm going to put pink on my lips, and that's it. Pull up a bit. You have to be a little careful with these, though. I think not just Milani, but other lipsticks that are more of a satin, they actually do tend to melt a little bit, and you have to be careful not to put them up too high. It's such a pretty, it's just a pretty pink. It reminds me of my Flormar 203, which I've worn for years, but I really, really like this color too. Okay. Do you know, I was going to put some on my cheeks a la Wayne Goss, but I think I'm going to stop here because I really like the RCMA blush that I put on today. You saw how I applied it. It was so, so simple. And I'm going to find my, if I can find it, my brush for, oh, here it is. Just a bit more dabbing. And that's it. I'm not going to put any more powder on. I'm not going to do anything else. I just wanted to share with you this beautiful RCMA foundation. Hope you like it, and hope that you have fun with your makeup. Go out and shine in the world. It's just for fun. Nothing to worry about. Just enjoy the whole process and share your favorites below. We'd love to know what you're using, whether you've used the RCMA foundation or other foundations that you have that are your favorites. And again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me on this journey of aging, and that you're finding these videos on makeup, beauty, fashion, style, tutorials, inspirational and motivating. We're in this together. We're taking care of each other. Take really good care. Stay safe and well and happy, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.